What's going on, everybody? Today I'm going to do a topic for discussion. By this point, I'm sure I have referenced it in an earlier video, but this is one of the types of videos that I'm going to be putting out more regularly. Once or twice a week, I'll upload a small video going over a small topic, and at the end of the video, of course, I encourage everyone to leave their thoughts or their experiences, solutions, whatever the topic may call for, and that way we can actually solve issues. That way we can build a sense of community, and we can talk about our problems and actually solve them, as part of the bodybuilding community or lifting community. My channel obviously is oriented a bit more towards bodybuilders because I am a bodybuilder, but that doesn't mean only competitors. A lot of different people live the lifestyle of a bodybuilder or a serious lifter, and they don't have to be competing. They don't even have to take it that serious, but they care about how they look or they care about how they feel, and it matters to them. So this goes for anyone that fits under that umbrella. The small topic that I want to go over today is mental health in bodybuilding or in lifting. Mental health in general is a huge, vague, it's an umbrella term for a lot of different things, emotions that you can experience through bodybuilding. I'm pretty passionate about the sport. I'm pretty passionate about the lifestyle. I know firsthand that with this lifestyle comes a ton of stress. It's not always fun. It's very difficult at times. Although it is simple, it is hard to do it day in, day out. It's a strain on you constantly. It's hard on your physical, your mental, and when your physical's worn out, it's even harder mentally because you've got to convince yourself to keep going, and convince yourself that this is worth it. So, mental health to me, and what I'm going to be talking about in this video, is more along the lines of how to get through it. I guess the mental health that I'm referring to in this case is self-doubt and self-sabotage, things that someone experiences during their journey of bodybuilding. Body dysmorphia, fits that category. Emotions or ways of thinking that are detrimental to the lifestyle itself, or have to do with it, or have to deal with it directly. A lot of these issues come from what you're already insecure about. All of these things that I've mentioned already, they're difficult to deal with, and I guess I just want to encourage a conversation about how to deal with them properly, or just manage stress, however severe it may be. It could be different for someone else. You never really know. To me, something that's really important is having a good circle around you. It's hard to say, man, how many times I've been down on my ass. I mean, mentally, right? No matter what's going on around me, I've had hard times where I'm just stuck in my head. There's a lot of self-doubt. I'm talking myself out of good situations and opportunities. But there's always been, and I'm fortunate for this, there's always been someone around me that kind of helps me stay on track and keeps my head steady. For the longest time now, I've had my girlfriend Elizabeth. We've been dating for 4.5 years. She has been my voice of reason when I get really stressed out and overwhelmed, and I'm fortunate to be able to have somebody like that. Not everyone has somebody that they can immediately go to. It's important to find those people and surround yourself with good people. I think that's probably the most important thing in all of life. Some of the greatest champions in the world have always said it's always the people you surround yourself with. It goes back to grade school, and that's what our teachers are telling us. You are who you hang out with. But seriously, I would not be where I am today, and I'm not even I'm not even successful by any means, not yet. And even then, I wouldn't have made it this far without the people I've had around me. I think mental health can often be complicated to talk about for a lot of people as well. So, if therapy is your thing, I don't frown upon that by any means. I think a lot of people encourage it, especially in today's age. Me myself, I'm not a big therapy guy, mainly because I don't feel like my problems are emotional. I feel like I'm thinking myself into this in what I call realistic, but it's like, to me, it's purely logical, and it's not just so emotional. It's not as easy as just talking to somebody about it. It's me actually going through my thoughts in my brain and figuring out what it is in my life, what actions am I taking that led me to this point. And I just find it better to do on my own or with someone that I hold close to me. But it's not always that simple for everybody, and I can understand that. I would find somebody that you can have these conversations with. I think it's extremely important for long-term success. You need somebody. You need to have the ability to go through your own thoughts and dissect why you're thinking the way you are. That's just my small take on mental health and bodybuilding. I don't want it to drag too long because we can always encourage more conversation. I can make more videos later. I also understand that I'm just starting these, so I don't expect there to be a million new ideas in the comments, but of course, we can always come up with new ones along the way, and I'm really excited to get into it. I'm really passionate about a lot of these things. I'm going to try and choose topics that I actually care about. That way I have the motivation to make these videos. I have a bunch scheduled already, and then this one's going up, at some point down the road. I'm trying to stay ahead of it. That way I always have something going up on YouTube. So with that being said, I'm going to wrap it up, but I do encourage people to leave comments, whether it's a new idea or it's a continuation on this conversation that we've already had here, on my take on mental health. You can leave solutions, how you've gotten through tough times, how you've gotten through self-doubt episodes. I think it's going to be cool if we can one day build a community of people in the comments where there's ideas flowing, and I make a video, we talk about it in the comments and actually have a good conversation. We can bring people new solutions. It could be awesome. So I definitely appreciate everyone that's watching this video. In the meantime, watch some of the earlier stuff I've posted if you haven't seen it yet, and I'll talk to you later. I appreciate you. See ya.